Hi everybody, this is your reading for Thursday the 25th of January 2018. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Shadowscapes Tarot for today's reading. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of and what the energy is going to be like and how you can work with that energy. So the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, great. So the Nine of Cups, beautiful here. So beautifully drawn. This deck is so gorgeous. The Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. It's really being in touch with your feelings. It's having your hopes and dreams being realized and your wishes coming true. We've got this merman or this mermaid floating around here in a sea of dreams and hopes and wishes, each fish being a representation of that, and just being surrounded by that and being in this kind of vortex of manifestation. So if you can think it and if you can dream it, then it kind of spreads out like that and your wishes kind of swim of their own accord and they become realized and manifest. So that's a beautiful way of animating that, and that's the way it works. You feel good about something, you take action based on it, and it has an effect on your real life. So on Thursday, you're in a good place emotionally. You look at all the good things in your life. There's an attitude of gratitude here, and there's also a real sense of empowerment in terms of I care about certain things and therefore I can make them happen. So standing on your own 2 feet, really having a good dialogue with yourself and really being able to rely on yourself in the sense that you can do things in the world. The next card is the Queen of Wands in reverse, and the Queen of Wands playing the harp here, which is attached to this tree, and the foxes are listening and the birds are flying. The Queen of Wands is the Queen of the suit of Wands, which has to do with life, purpose, passion, and fire. So she's not just a harp player, she's mastered the harp and she's created this unique harp, which is a living thing here. And she's living her purpose. She's so good that the animals come and listen to the music that she creates. So this is the ultimate kind of fulfillment of what you can do creatively and really reaching the pinnacle of that creative process. So, you know, being a Jacqueline Dupre playing the cello, or being a what's his name, Karajan conductor, like really hitting the top of your profession. That's in reverse. So it may feel like you're not quite there yet, but with this card, hoping to get there really spurs you on to make an effort and to not to be discouraged. So if you're working at something and if you really care about it and you feel like, oh, you know, I'm not as good as this person or I'm not as good as that person, sometimes that can be really discouraging, and sometimes it can spur you on to work harder and to practice even more and to really get to the top of your game. The final card is the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is really a wonderful card here because it totally places the choice with you. Because the Five of Pentacles is kind of hardship and difficulty and rejection, and it's in a physical sense. So you can either look at this and give up and say, this is too hard. This is something that if I work on it in a practical sense, I can't do it and I'm going to just leave it alone and I'm going to sit there and give up and be unhappy about it, which the cards are saying if you do give up on this day and things seem to get on top of you and you just say, okay, I can't do it, I'm not good enough, and the ego wins, then you'll feel like you've let yourself down. And what you'll notice here is we've got this little butterfly of hope in this protective bubble. So hope never dies, and the Five of Pentacles is continuing on despite things being difficult. Usually it's 2 people walking in the snow and being rejected by this stained glass window, which represents a church. And what the message is that, yes, maybe in a physical sense, you're not the best harp player, for example, or you're not the best writer, or you're not, you know, the #1 person in your office. But if you just look at the physical things, then it's like, okay, well, that's depressing and I give up and I'm never going to make anything. You're taking your life as it is today on face value with the thought being things are always going to stay the same and they're never going to change. And that is never accurate because, you know, no day is a complete summary of your life as a whole. We're all on a journey. We're all always exploring and growing and developing. So don't look at your life circumstances in terms of them informing you who you are and how well you're doing and what you're doing. Instead, look at your hopes and dreams, which may seem small and which may seem really insignificant. But if you focus on that, then you're able to become the Queen of Wands and you'll be able to realize your hopes and dreams. So don't let the real world as such inform you too much, and hang on to your hopes and dreams and continue to look forward. And if you get good news today in terms of your physical life, or if you get bad news today, don't let that put you off and don't let that put you down, because like I said, this hope that you can achieve something great will never die. And as long as you hold on to that and you nurture it and you let it become something bigger, then you will be on top and you will succeed and you will be able to achieve what you want. So today is a really powerful day in terms of your perspective and in terms of, you know, I'm going to let my life dictate things to me, or I'm going to make my life suit myself because of who I am and what I've got going on. So have that self-belief. Even if things look difficult, they're not going to be difficult forever. You will become the Queen of Wands. You will be amazing and creative, and you will find your life purpose. And if it's really hard for you today, then ask for help. You know, speak to a friend, connect with your higher self, your higher power, meditate, reach out to people who have been where you are and who have succeeded, and really move forward, and don't let reality as such, in inverted commas, inform who you are and what you're about, because reality is always an outpicturing of decisions you've made in the past. It has nothing to do with who you are on the inside, which is perfect. Number-wise, we've got 9, and a chord card is 1, so that's 10. And then we've got 5, which is 15. 1 and 5 is 6, and 6 is an opportunity, a temporary opportunity. So there is something that comes in today in terms of practical news or some sort of insight or some sort of practical thing that's delivered to you, or that you have to deal with, or that you have to be confronted with. And you really have a choice then. And it's a temporary opportunity to really make the most of that and to find a way forward and through it, rather than letting yourself be defeated by it. So chin up and onwards and upwards, and look to the future and keep a positive frame of mind, and you'll do very, very well. Have a fantastic day. If you'd like a private reading with me, then please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the readings tab to audio reading. I use the tarot and astrology and numerology in my readings. And the astrology chart in itself gives me a blueprint of your soul. It shows me what you're good at work-wise, what your life mission is, love life, career, finance, family relationships, spiritual progress. And I can also look at what's coming up in future. So if you have any questions, then please get in touch via my website. Please remember to subscribe to this channel, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.